We have been loving our time here at BOQUETE, and something that BOQUETE is known for is coffee, coffee farms, and coffee farm tours. So when we first arrived to BOQUETE on the very first day, we went out to dinner and a local recommended that we go to Jefes Coffee Farm. So Andrew booked that for us and we're about to go.
Yep, they're coming to pick us up and we might be slightly late, so let's go wait.
So if you remember from our first BOQUETE vlog, when we put in the address, it took us to 3 different places and none of them were actually our Airbnb. Okay, we're actually not in the right place. This is in a parking lot. So we gave the pickup crew the address to a greenhouse down the street. So we hope that works. Quite a bit of things that we're doing require a pickup. So if it doesn't work, we're gonna have to figure it out. I think that might be them.
I think it is.
We'll get in the back right here.
So he started to pick this farm back up, but he had to learn everything about coffee. And the biggest brand of coffee in Panama, I don't know how long you've been here, but it's called Café Duran, a yellow and black bag of coffee you'll find everywhere. Most of these farmers, they only pick the coffee cherry and sell it to Café Duran. It's fast money, but it's very little money for the farmer. And when he started losing money on the farm, that's when he began little by little the process of evolving until nowadays we produce our own brand. Which is interesting for the tour just because you're going to see every step of the process in a very small location.
Hold on, please.
So, tastes nothing like coffee at this point. Now, they are divided within 2 major species, which maybe you've heard the names Arabicas and Robustas. Everything you see here, and 60% of coffee in the world is Arabica. Higher quality coffee, but Arabica plants are much harder to grow than Robusta because they are way more sensitive. They're sensitive to climate change. They're sensitive to diseases in like fungus in the leaves more than anything. It's also sensitive to altitude. To be able to grow Arabica, you need a minimum of 600 meters above sea level. But if you go higher than that, it's much better. The cooler climates mean less problems with fungus, diseases, or insects. And also, the higher the altitude, the longer the rainy season.
So far, this has been so fun and super informative and very eye-opening. We are learning so much on coffee in general, how it's farmed, the sustainability, and how this one farm specifically makes their coffee.
We've been listening to her talk about geisha and how it's really not like most people really actually don't like it. So I'm excited to try it and see what it actually tastes like.
It's interesting now because we can describe geisha. We can say that this is a coffee that tastes like jasmine, peach, and lime. But then you have the Pakamara that tastes like green apple and dark chocolate. So it comes down to what you like at the end of the day, which one you're going to prefer too. It's almost the same thing as with like craft beer. We didn't used to have this many options in drinking beer. Now there's all these options. People that didn't used to like beer, now they're finding the beer that they like. And it's pretty much the same thing with coffee. A lot of people that didn't drink coffee, now they're finding that specialty coffee is something that's completely different to the commercial stuff, to the burnt stuff. And even if you don't like a coffee that tastes like coffee, there are tea tasting coffees as well. So it's really interesting.
I don't know.
She keeps calling us small dog.
When when coffee and water are in contact, you're always extracting flavor. So with the French press, if you use a very fine grind, you're going to over-extract a very bitter taste to that coffee. So the longer the time of contact with the water, then the coarser the grind should be.
Coffee time.
So this is the medium roast, and this will be the dark roast. That's super good, huh?
That's so good.
You can actually taste all the flavors. I haven't tried the dark roast yet, but the medium, you're supposed to taste the flavors like fruity flavors or chocolate flavors, the flavorings from the coffee. Dark roast is going to be a more burnt flavor. I like the medium without like anything, but the dark one I'd probably splash some creamer in it. And like
Yeah, I could drink the medium straight for sure. Yeah. That was fantastic, but unfortunately we have to leave.
migration, right? In Canada, we have Mexican.
We're done. My stomach hurts because I'm so hungry.
Let's go get food.
Coffee on an empty stomach is not a good idea. So welcome to the next day. We just got done with the trek that you will actually be seeing in the next video, but today we're going to be trying geisha. And we searched for this one place for about 30 minutes. In the middle of the road is what Google Maps said. So we just came to Cafe Oneida, which we've seen has geisha. And we thought, why not try it here?
Geisha coffee here is $10, which is okay. Most places says it's about $9 to get a cup. But you know, this is a specialty coffee. It can be like $60 if you're getting it around the world, and it's kind of a crazy deal. What we learned from our tour yesterday is that some hardcore coffee drinkers don't usually like the taste of geisha, and it's because it's a lighter roast, it's a specialty coffee. It kind of tastes more on the tea side. Apparently this is a lighter roast, a lot of flavors, very special. Gracias.
One more, yeah?
Sí.
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 Gracias.
Gracias.
Not a specialty coffee drinker?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah. Definitely not worth $10. I would rather just get a half off of a regular cup of coffee. It's definitely on the lighter side. Like, it's really light. So I can understand why maybe some people don't like it. I like it. I don't think it's that bad, actually. Let's see what she thinks.
It tastes like someone put way too much water in their coffee maker and brewed up a really watery cup. What if they literally just put regular coffee in?
I was thinking the same thing.
And they're just like laughing over there.
They're probably laughing their ass off right now.
If you come to Boquete, you definitely need to book a coffee tour. Most tours are about $30.
We did go to Dos Jefes, which is a very small coffee farm here. It's only about 6.5 acres. And our guide, Amy, was amazing.
The whole process of making coffee, the environmental impact and the impact it has on farmers and workers and the indigenous community in Panama. She went through the whole thing.
Yeah, I really enjoyed how she talked more about like the sustainability of it and not necessarily just like, oh, this is how we make coffee and this is how it's done, because it wouldn't have felt the same. She was truly like genuine and passionate about the craft.
She talked a lot about how coffee, in the creation of coffee, wastes a ton of water, and it's nutrient dense water, which is great to put back into the soil, but a lot of times coffee farms put it straight back into the rivers, which over time creates algae because there's kind of like sugars in the water, and it destroys the rivers. So even the Boquete, like the river that flows through Boquete, they've seen an insane decrease in fish. And it was just really incredible, and how they care about their workers and they give back to the indigenous community.
We highly recommend. So we're gonna actually leave their link down in the description.
We're not partnered with them at all.
No, they have no idea that we're making this video, but if they want to use it for anything, please, please go ahead and do it.
Recommend them, 10 out of 10, 100%, and we also appreciated that we got a shuttle ride there.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, and thanks for checking out Dos Jefes with us, and we'll see you tomorrow because we have a really, really fun adventure planned for tomorrow. Yeah. We're gonna go up in the mountains and do something that does involve heights. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao.